List. Disney List time has arrived, and this week's Disney List topic is all about the best quick service restaurants at the Disneyland Resort. Here with me today to talk about that, obviously our panel, Tyler Crouch, Sabina Graves, and Kurt Carlson, bringing in all of his food love and knowledge. Guys, let's start over here with you, Sabina.
I can smell that picture. It's crazy. Whoa, chicken.
That fried chicken just wafted in here, that's for sure. What would you say tops your list when it comes to quick service at Disneyland Resort? Obviously, Disneyland Resort being more of a locals type place, has a lot more quick service options than they do necessarily table service. And so I think that locals are used to the quick service environment more than anything.
No, for sure. Actually, I'm someone who has a dietary restriction. I have a gluten sensitivity.
Just like Katrina, who sits in that seat.
Wow.
What?
It's like that seat is plagued or something.
Woo! Oh my gosh.
Potential to have ovaries explode. It's basically the worst of having the condition that I have specifically. But yeah, I have to avoid gluten. And one of the great things about the Disneyland Resort is that when they have unprocessed, unbleached flour, because they have their in-house bakery, and also, they have gluten-free options everywhere. And that's such a gift and also my justification for still having a pass. But one of my favorite spots to go to is the Jolly Holiday Bakery. Yeah. I miss bread, and it's hard to buy just gluten-free bread just outside of, just at home, honestly, because you have a giant loaf, and you're the only one that eats it, and it goes bad really fast. Yeah. So if you go to Jolly Holiday, you can switch out the bread for gluten-free bread on their sandwiches. Their desserts, they don't have as many options, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But that's
they do have that OMG brownie that's really good.
Yeah. Or the cookies.
The cookies are good too. I mean, I at least they used to have the brownies, but I know that they're like OMG branded little cookies and brownies, and they're actually amazing.
Yeah, those are so good.
Yeah.
Pretty spectacular. Very good. So Jolly Holiday, very good.
Are we going one by one, or are we like...
Well, we'll hop on over to Tyler and see what's on your list.
Okay, so number one on my list is kind of an old classic favorite, I think, Bengal BBQ.
Oh, very
which is another great place for gluten allergies as well, because you can get some of the sauces have gluten in them, but you can get the sauces on the side or whatever. And the best thing to do is, and it's probably the best thing to do for a lot of these choices, is to do mobile ordering, but especially for Bengal BBQ, like mobile order that thing, then walk on over there, and then get a nice little place to sit. And just the meat skewers are amazing. I really love the pork belly that they've added over the time. The safari skewers, which are the asparagus with bacon, and then you put a little bit of lime on top, and it's just amazing. So,
Heavenly.
Exactly. So Bengal BBQ, first one on my list.
Perfect. And Kurt, when it comes to your quick service selections, what do you go for?
I mean, you have the picture of it right there, the Plaza Inn. I have to go with that.
Oh yeah,
I love that chicken. It's my mouth is watering right now. I'm right there with you, Sabina. It's just so good. And
if I break gluten, I would break gluten for that chicken.
Yeah,
do that once or twice a year, and I'm like, chicken.
And you get a heck of a lot on that plate. That is a shareable plate.
It's one of the few places where I feel like I'm really full afterwards. Like some places I go to, I'm like, okay, I ate that, I'm good. This will last me for a few hours. But that place, I feel like, okay, I'm full. I need to sit. I need something not to do right now.
Yeah, definitely get your money's worth when you go to the Plaza Inn. Sabina, what else is on your list?
Award wieners.
How about that?
Yes.
I've never heard anyone say award wieners. Why?
Also, gluten-free buns.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
For sure. And I love hot dogs, like chili cheese hot dogs. And then when they have the seasonal hot dogs, that's a lot of fun. And they're just really quick for on the go, honestly, especially if you're at DCA, you're not, you're maybe going to go to Lamplight later or getting a sit-down restaurant. That's a good spot just to go for quick service for lunch.
Get your dog on the go.
Yes.
That's right. Sure. And now sharing some real estate with our dear friends at Mickey's Philharmagic.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So get your hot dog, go to the show. Fantastic.
I don't think they want you to bring the hot dog into the show.
They want to allow it in, but definitely something to do afterwards.
Yeah, definitely.
Tyler, what else is on your list?
Okay, so number two, yours was over in DCA. Mine is also in DCA. I'm going with Cocina Cucamonga.
How about that?
I love that place. They changed the menu probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. And they've made it kind of more Chipotle, more Tex-Mex sort of thing than it used to. It used to be a little more traditional, but I feel like the quality of the food has gone up a notch since they changed the menu. And I'm just in love with like cilantro lime rice, and they have that there.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing on the menu is the torta al pastor.
Yes.
Ahagada, which
I need
is
to ask if they have that on with gluten free. I would.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Definitely, you'd have to get some different kind of bread, obviously. But
Yeah.
but I don't know if the sauce is gluten free or anything. But it's amazing. It's a sandwich that they just dump sauce all over.
Yeah.
And it's spicy, tasty, citrusy. It's amazing. So I love it so much. But that's probably my favorite thing to eat. Quick service in general is that sandwich. But
So that's your champion of quick service.
That's my favorite. Yeah, I think it is my champion actually.
all right.
I think if I had to go to like a quick service place, that would be my number one choice. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go do it.
And Sabina, do you have a champion, a number one choice?
Oh my gosh. Honestly,
It's a
I
hard
like
decision.
Tangaroa Terrace because
Yeah?
it's right next to Trader Sam's.
Uh-huh.
So I can get, very happy with my drinks.
Yeah.
And then also fill up with food. They have poke bowls. I love their sweet potato fries.
Yeah, they do have good sweet potato fries for sure.
Yeah, Tangaroa Terrace at the Disneyland Hotel there. It's certainly something that they continue to toy with in
Yes.
terms of menu, functionality, space, all of that. They try to make it better every time. And I
Yeah.
think that they continue to succeed.
My husband really liked the ramen they added to the menu recently, like the pork ramen. He was
Sure.
like, it's actually really filling
Yeah.
and delicious. And I was like, oh, that's great.
I do have to say one of the best things on the menu, especially for like the sweet potato fries, is to get that togarashi aioli that they make.
Yes.
It used to be sriracha aioli, now it's togarashi.
Togarashi.
But the big problem is they charge $2 for a side now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a bummer. But
Yeah.
but anyway, you should still try the aioli. I think it kind of makes the French fries.
I
and-
justify the aioli because I get both the poke bowl and the sweet potato fries. So it's like there's at least two different things I'm putting this sauce on.
That
It's
makes
a really
sense.
good portion of the sauce as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Fantastic. Well, Tangaroa Terrace, very good. And Kurt, anything else on your list?
I'm gonna have to go with a Dole Whip over by the Tiki Room just because I love, especially on a hot summer's day, and you want to just go get a Dole Whip, and it just tastes so refreshing. So I mean, it's classic.
Do you like to go to the Tropical Hideaway or?
I like that now because they have those pokey or poke or whatever that they put into it as well, and it's very nice. It's actually a place to sit down. I suppose before you couldn't sit anywhere.
Yeah.
And then they added a new animatronic over there too, so you gotta see that.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, definitely a tiki bird worth listening to, that's
Yeah.
for sure. And to wrap things up, anything else on your lists?
So the last one on my list is now this one kind of comes with a caveat because they changed this one a lot, but still in DCA, I'm going with Paradise Garden Grill. But I'm going with it when it's just normal default Paradise Garden Grill because I like the Mediterranean food that they have there. I hope it comes back when they're done with all the Lunar New Year stuff. I'm sure it will. But yeah, they give you different kebabs, and there's a little pita bread with it, some rice, some cucumber salad, and you can get some tzatziki or some chimichurri or whatever you want. Like, you get to have all these different choices so you can customize your meal. And I just love that Mediterranean style food. So I love Paradise Garden Grill. And of course, since it's only around for part of the year, I have to enjoy it while it lasts. So
I'm a big fan of it too when it's around. It does seem to switch out seasonally, but definitely one of those places that I love venturing on back to. I used to be a really big fan of the Lucky Fortune Cookery before it had its overhaul. So before its current menu, they used to have a great chicken curry bowl that they always offered up there, and I would get it with brown rice, which they didn't offer on the menu, but it was in the kids menu, and I thought, well, if you have it, I can ask for it.
I love brown rice.
Yeah, brown rice above white rice my whole life. And so I would always ask for that. It was like my ideal go-to in California Adventure because it was so quick and those bowls were so hearty and I loved them.
Yeah.
They don't offer that anymore. So one of those hard things to let go of.
I will also talk about something that was hard to let go of. At least I think it doesn't exist anymore. So the Riverbell Terrace used to have a really late breakfast.
Yeah.
It went till like 2 p.m. And I don't wake up early, which is part of the reason why I haven't ridden Rise of the Resistance yet. So I would just like roll through with my friends like for a late brunch, and we'd just go sit and get breakfast foods and enjoy it. And I'm so sad. Like, is there a good breakfast quick option now that y'all would recommend?
I mean, none that goes all that late.
Nothing like that.
Nothing past 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only I mean, Plaza Inn. No, they do like a
That's
sit down.
the character,
Yeah, they
yeah.
do.
I think
But-
Red Rose Tavern is doing
Yeah.
breakfast now.
And I think they do it also at Tomorrowland at the. Do they?
Oh, yeah, Tomorrowland Terrace.
Yeah, Tomorrowland
Tomorrowland
Terrace.
Terrace, yeah.
Galactic
I've
Grill.
had their
Whatever
breakfast
the-
That's why
burrito.
that's why I was hesitating. I was like
Yeah.
Galactic Grill, or
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what they
Flavor of the
called
month.
it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The last time I was awake that early was for Galaxy's Edge's opening, just at Disneyland, and I had a breakfast burrito at Galactic Grill.
How
Oh,
about
there you
that?
go.
That's
Yeah.
tasty.
Yeah. And what went in your breakfast burrito there?
I think it was also bacon and potato and egg.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Basic,
Classic.
Basic
classic.
this world up. That's right.
Wow.
Well, that is the quick service
Hater.
restaurants we would choose at the Disneyland Resort for this week.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.